All right, champions, listen up. The NEB board exam is coming. 75 marks. One subject. And you are going to crush it. I know physics feels overwhelming right now. 5 huge units, more than 20 chapters, 145 hours of content staring you down. But here is the absolute truth, the honest-to-goodness fact: it is completely, 100% doable. You have got this. So, what's the game plan? In the next 20 minutes, I will walk you through the entire physics syllabus, every unit, every chapter. I will tell you exactly what each topic covers, which ones carry the most marks, and the exact strategy for why you are going to ace this exam. Are you ready? Grab your notebook. Let's do this. All right, champions, listen up. We are kicking off our Class 12 journey with the absolute beast, Unit 1, Mechanics. This is it, team. 24 instructional hours across 3 powerful chapters. This isn't just a unit, it's the foundation of all physics. Everything we do this year builds on this. Let's conquer it. First up, rotational dynamics, the biggest chapter at 10 hours. We're talking angular motion equations, the relationship between linear and angular kinematics, rotational kinetic energy, that's Ke equals half I omega squared, and the mighty moment of inertia. We'll derive it for a uniform rod, then master torque equals I alpha, work, power, and the law of conservation of angular momentum. Now listen, if you crushed circular motion in Class 11, you are already halfway there. This is just the next level of that same winning game. You've got this. Next, we dive into periodic motion for 8 hours. This is the rhythm of the universe. Well, master simple harmonic motion, its equations, and its energy, that classic E equals half K squared. We'll analyze mass spring systems, the simple pendulum. You know the formula, T equals 2 pi root L over GAN. Touch on damped and forced oscillations, leading to the incredible phenomenon of resonance. Here's the strategy: this chapter is formula heavy, but the questions are predictable. NEB loves asking these. Practice a few and you will nail every single question. Our final chapter in this unit is fluid statics, a lean 6 hours. We'll cover pressure, surface tension, and capillarity. Then we tackle viscosity with Newton's formula, the powerful Stokes' law, F equals 6 pi eta R van de Poiseuille's law. We'll finish strong with the continuity equation, A1V1 equals A2V2, and the famous Bernoulli's equation. This is where physics connects to real life. It's why planes fly and blood flows through your veins. The numericals here follow a clear pattern. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Easy marks, and that's a wrap on our game plan for Unit 1. 3 chapters, 24 hours, the ultimate foundation of everything we will study. And what's the prize? This unit alone has a potential of 15+ marks in your final exam. Think about that. That's a massive score just from mastering these core concepts. And guess what? With this plan, Unit 1 is done. You are 20% through the syllabus already. That's a huge victory. We're building momentum, team. Let's take this energy and smash the next unit. Keep going, champion. All right, team, listen up. We are diving into Unit 2, Heat and Thermodynamics. Get excited, because this is the smallest unit in your entire syllabus. Just 16 hours of your focus. That's it. This is your secret weapon for easy marks. 2 chapters, that's all it takes to pocket another huge chunk of marks for your final exam. First up, Chapter 1, the first law of thermodynamics. 8 hours, laser-focused. We'll cover thermodynamic systems, the work done by a changing volume, and then boom, the big one, internal energy and the first law. You'll master all the processes, adiabatic, isochoric, isothermal, and isobaric. And we'll nail the heat capacities. Don't let the names intimidate you. The first law is just the law of conservation of energy with a new name. You already know energy can't be created or destroyed. Now you're just going to apply it to heat engines. You've got this. Next, we conquer Chapter 2, the second law of thermodynamics. Another 8 hours. This is where we talk about the direction of heat flow and get into the real machines, heat engines. We'll break down the Otto cycle, the diesel cycle, and the champion of them all, the Carnot cycle. We'll even look at refrigerators and get a quick introduction to entropy. Now, listen closely. The Carnot cycle derivation is asked almost every single year in the NEB exam. Learn it once, practice it twice, and those are guaranteed free marks on exam day. Let's go get them. And that's it for thermodynamics. Let's recap the game plan. It's just 2 chapters, a total of 16 hours, making it the fastest and easiest unit to master. Your entire strategy here is simple. Crush the different thermodynamic process equations and absolutely own the Carnot cycle derivation. You do that, and this entire unit is yours. And just like that, Unit 2 is done. That's 2 units down, 3 to go. You are 40% of the way through the syllabus. Look at that progress. We are not just walking through this syllabus, we are flying through it. Keep this energy up, we are unstoppable. All right team, listen up. We are now entering Unit 3, Waves and Optics. This is the big one, the championship round. 38 teaching hours dedicated to this beast. That makes it the single biggest unit in your entire syllabus. It is an absolute goldmine for marks, with 8 subchapters packed with points. This is where the highest chunk of marks comes from. So I need your complete focus. Let's conquer this. First up, we tackle wave motion and mechanical waves. 10 hours of fundamentals. We're talking progressive and stationary waves, the core mathematical descriptions, and the velocity of sound in solids, liquids, and gases. We'll master Laplace's correction and see how temperature, pressure, and humidity affect sound speed. Listen, waves are everywhere: sound, light, music. Once you understand these wave equations, you practically unlock half of physics. This is your foundational power play, so let's get it right. Next, pipes and strings and acoustic phenomena. This is where the physics of music comes alive. We'll master stationary waves in closed and open pipes, nail down harmonics and overtones, and tackle end correction. We'll cover transverse waves in stretched strings, intensity, loudness, and pitch. Now, listen closely. The highlight here is the Doppler effect. The Doppler effect is a favorite NEB question. I'm telling you, learn the formula, practice 3 different numericals, and you will never get this question wrong. That's a promise. Now we switch gears from sound to light. Light propagation and interference. Here, you'll become masters of Huygens' principle, using it to prove the laws of reflection and refraction from a wave perspective. It's beautiful stuff. We'll define coherent sources and then dive into the legendary experiment, Young's double-slit experiment. This is the experiment that proved light is a wave, and it is a heavyweight champion in your exams. The numerical is asked repeatedly in NEB exams. Get in the ring, practice it, and you'll knock it out every time. Next up, diffraction and polarization. This is where light gets interesting, bending around corners. We'll master single-slit diffraction and its big brother, the diffraction grating. We'll cover resolving power, too. Then it's on to polarization. You'll learn Brewster's law, prove the transverse nature of light, and see how Polaroids work in sunglasses. Pro tip, the diffraction grating formula is simple but incredibly powerful. One formula can be used to solve multiple questions. That is efficient studying, team. Work smart. And that's a wrap on Unit 3. Let's recap the game plan. We covered 8 subchapters in 38 hours. This unit carries the most marks on the exam. Period. Don't forget the key players, Young's double-slit, the Doppler effect, and the diffraction grating. I can almost guarantee you will see questions on these topics. They repeat almost every single year. And look at where you are now. With Unit 3 done, that's 3 units down out of 5. You are past the halfway mark. You have conquered more than 60% of the syllabus. You are strong, you are prepared, and you are on the path to victory. Keep that momentum going. Let's go. All right team, huddle up. We are now entering the championship round. This is Unit 4, Electricity and Magnetism. 41 instructional hours make this the power unit of our syllabus. We're tackling 6 crucial subchapters: circuits, magnetic fields, electromagnetic induction, and AC. This is where the real game is played. This is serious physics, and it means serious marks. Let's conquer it. First up, electrical circuits and thermoelectric effects. We're talking 10 total hours here. You'll master Kirchhoff's current and voltage laws, the Wheatstone bridge, and the mighty potentiometer for comparing EMF and finding internal resistance. Well, even convert galvanometers into ammeters and voltmeters. Now listen to me, Kirchhoff's laws are your bread and butter. They are the ultimate playbook. Master these 2 simple rules, and I promise you, you can solve any circuit question the NEB throws at you. It's your secret weapon, learn to use it. Next, we step into the arena of the magnetic field. This is our biggest subchapter, a full 12 hours of training. We'll tackle everything from the Biot-Savart law to Ampere's circuital law. You'll calculate the force on moving charges and current-carrying conductors. It might sound like a lot, but listen closely. So many of these formulas follow a pattern. Force equals something times B times something else times sine theta. See that pattern? Once you see it, you can predict the formulas, you can own the questions. See the pattern, own the chapter. Now for the magic trick of physics, electromagnetic induction and magnetic materials. We're talking Faraday's laws, Lenz's law, motional EMF, and the principles behind AC generators and transformers. This is how we generate power. It seems like a lot of concepts, but here's the key. One single, beautiful equation governs almost everything here. Faraday's law, EMF equals negative N times d phi by dt. Get that tattooed on your brain. That one formula is the master key that unlocks an entire chapter of questions. Master it, and you've mastered induction. And now for the grand finale of this unit, alternating currents. 8 hours dedicated to the current that powers our world. We'll dive into peak and RMS values, phasor diagrams, and the famous series RLC circuit. Now, those phasor diagrams and impedance calculations might look intimidating at first. They twist and turn. But here's the secret, at resonance everything simplifies beautifully. The reactances cancel out, impedance is at a minimum. It's perfect harmony. Learn the resonance condition, and you have mastered the hardest part of AC circuits. It's the winning play. And that's a wrap on Unit 4. Take a breath. Look at what you've just mapped out. 6 subchapters. 41 hours. This is the single biggest unit in your entire syllabus, and you have a game plan to conquer it. This isn't just abstract theory, this is the backbone of modern technology. From your phone to the power lines outside, every formula you learn here powers the world around you. And with that, let's celebrate. Once you finish this unit, that is 4 out of 5 units done. 4 down, 1 to go. You are 80% of the way to the finish line. You are strong, you are prepared, you are unstoppable. Let's go. All right team, listen up. We've saved the best for last. This is it, Unit 5, Modern Physics. This isn't just another chapter, this is the coolest, most mind-blowing part of the entire syllabus. We're talking quantum mechanics, radioactivity, the very edge of what we know. 26 hours, 6 subchapters. This is where physics gets real. Let's go. First up, we dive into electrons and photons. We'll conquer Millikan's famous oil drop experiment, see how electron beams bend in fields, and master Thomson's method for the charge-to-mass ratio. Then, the magic begins with the quantum nature of radiation. We'll tackle Einstein's photoelectric equation, HF equals phi plus Ke max. You know what that equation did. It won Albert Einstein his Nobel Prize. Not relativity, this. And now you get to understand it, master it, and solve numericals on it for your NEB exam. How absolutely cool is that? Let's own it. Next, we power up with semiconductors and energy quantization. Look around you. Your phone, your laptop, the screen you're watching this on. It all runs on semiconductor physics. We're talking PN junctions, diodes, and full-wave rectification. Well, master the language of computers with logic gates like not, or, and. Then, we jump into the atom with Bohr's model for hydrogen, tackling spectral series and ionization potentials. Bohr's model questions are straightforward marks in the exam once you know the energy level formula. It's guaranteed points, team. This is how the modern world works. Now for a topic you're already leading in, radioactivity. We'll distinguish alpha, beta, and gamma particles and master the disintegration laws of half-life and the decay constant. Remember, team, we already made a full video on this with complete derivations and solved numericals. You are already ahead of the game. Then we look to the future with recent trends in physics. We'll touch on seismology and the Gorka earthquake, and then gravitational waves, nanotechnology, the Higgs boson. This is the frontier of human knowledge, and you get a front row seat. This is what it's all about. So let's recap Unit 5, 6 subchapters, 26 hours of the most exciting physics you will ever study. This is the future, right here in your textbook. The NEB questions from this unit are direct, they are predictable. If you know the derivations and the formulas, the marks are yours for the taking. And with that, champions, we've done IT. Unit 5 is mapped out. That means all 5 units of your Class 12 physics syllabus are covered. You now have the complete game plan, the entire map from start to finish. Every chapter, every topic is in your hands. The path to success is clear. Now go conquer that exam. All right, champions, listen up. The final battle is here, and this is your game plan for victory. Think of your 75-mark paper like a mission. Your 2 biggest targets are waves and optics and electricity and magnetism. These 2 units alone are your ticket to success. If you master just these 2 units, you are already looking at 40+ marks. That's over half the paper. Next, capture mechanics and modern physics, and you are at 60+. The final boss, thermodynamics, is small but important. Conquer it, and that gets you to 75. It is that simple. Focus your energy where the marks are. So, how do you conquer these units? With a smart study plan. Start with waves and optics. It is a big marks pool. Then, move to electricity and magnetism. After that, tackle mechanics, then modern physics. Leave thermodynamics for last. It is the smallest and easiest to cram. Now, here are your 2 golden rules. 1. Practice 5 numericals every single day. Not 10, not 20, just 5 focused, quality numericals. In 30 days, that is 150 problems solved. 2. For derivations, write out every derivation by hand at least 3 times. Your hand needs to remember it as much as your brain. Finally, exam day. This is your performance. You have 3 hours for 75 marks, which is roughly 4 minutes per mark. Manage your time. My number 1 rule, attempt all questions. Never leave anything blank. Write the formula, draw a diagram, get those partial marks. Start with what you know best to build confidence and momentum. And for derivations and numericals, show all steps in derivations. Examiners want to give you marks, so guide their pen. Lastly, a simple but powerful tip, read each question twice before answering. The difference between a good answer and a great answer is understanding what they are actually asking. You've got this. You have the syllabus. You have the strategy. You have the power. 45 hours of content, 5 units, 20+ chapters, and you just went through all of them in 20 minutes. NEB 2083 is your exam. Go study smart, practice hard, and crush IT. Subscribe for chapter-wise one-shot videos dropping every week. Like, comment, share with your batchmates. Together, we ace this exam.